Welcome back to another video. Officialshim, I think is his name. Remember seeing this guy years ago here on YouTube, producing Navy videos, and he had just posted this one. It's called The Hard Truth About Dating in the Navy. So why not make a reaction video and see if we have the same experience, see if what he's saying is true. He was stationed on a carrier, so he was stationed on a large ship. I was stationed on a small boy, which is a lot smaller. His ship could have had between 2,000 to like 4,000 to 6,000 people at a time. And my ship is going to have about 300 to 400 at a time. Things that he experienced is going to be a little bit different because of different type of command that he was at. But let's go ahead and jump into the video. Let's just see if he's going to be telling the truth.
All right, so in boot camp, right? So if you don't know, of course, there are men and women in the military, right? So when you go to boot camp, right, there's going to be different type of divisions, right? Myself, I was in a all male division, so there was no dating or that type of stuff for me, right? We would barely see women at all, but there is co-ed divisions, co-ed and stuff like that. Of course, you're not living in the same compartment, right? But I think you're like across the hallway and stuff like that. Like brother div, sister div, stuff like that. I will give y'all some tips, man. I'm gonna give y'all some tips and some tricks. All right, just because y'all had a little fling in boot camp, y'all might have met in the laundry room, or y'all might have went da-da-da-da-da. Whatever the case is, man, listen, bro, don't cuff it, man. Don't cuff it, just let it stay there, bro. So
to begin with, I was also in a all-male division, Division 939. We were the staff division. And pretty much what we did 3 to 4 weeks before we graduated, we assisted all the other graduations. You do have some divisions that are co-ed, like he's saying, males and females, but they stay in 2 different compartments, sleeping arrangements, and majority of what you do. Now, there are times where the divisions will be mixed, but with us, like he was saying, when you're in an all-male div, only see females, like when you're going to chow, when you're walking to different training evolutions, walking back from the drill hall, you rarely see females.
When everybody goes to A school, this is where people, man, get into them traps, bro. You are getting yourself into a trap where you about to get your heart broke, man. Right now, it's gonna be unicorn relationships out there, right? All right, but I'm gonna tell you, 95 to 99% of all relationships that start in A school is gonna end in a train wreck, bro.
Facts. I don't know if will end in a train wreck, but majority of those relationships you make in A school, they're gonna end. Reason being, you get out of boot camp, what, 3 to 4 months? You're in boot camp, and you haven't seen females, haven't been with females, don't really talk to them, haven't touched them, haven't interacted with them, and then boom, you get put into A school, and you literally have like all day, every day that you can hang out with females. Not only just Navy females, but you have Army, you have Air Force, especially at our A school. A lot of the A schools are intermixed with other branches. If you go to Corps school, then you would definitely see that. As soon as you get off that bus, you already have Army everywhere, and you have Air Force barracks literally right beside you. Even in our classes, you're intermixed with Air Force. I even got caught up in an A school boo. So I did have an A school relationship. But yeah, let's see what he has to say about A school.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell you why. You're gonna meet people, right? And this is gonna be the first time outside of boot camp you can actually touch somebody. You can actually have an actual conversation with somebody of the opposite sex and just not get in trouble for it, right? After A school, you are going to your permanent duty station, all right? Now, I'm gonna tell you this, right? If you and, let's say you link up with somebody or whatever the case is and y'all start dating, right? If you guys are going to the same duty station after that, then okay, it may work, right? But if you guys are not going to the permanent duty station together, please do not try to set yourself up with a long-term relationship, bro. You are putting yourself in a trick bag, because you know what's gonna happen, bro. You and your significant other, right, y'all gonna go off to 2 different spaces.
I know for myself, go ahead and tell you my story. I had an A school boo. She was in the Air Force, and yeah, like he's saying, you hit it off. She was in my class in Corps school, and everything was going good. Hang out with her every day after school. We did studying. We went to eat. We went to town, you know, to the river walk. You know, it was good times. Whenever it was time to leave, like when we finished A school, Air Force goes on to clinicals. Navy goes straight to the fleet. She was going to California, and then after California, she was going to Alaska. And she was only going to be in California for think like a month to 3 months, and then she was going to Alaska as her permanent duty station. And my duty station right after Texas was going to be Cuba. So here she was going to be way up in Alaska, and I was going to be all the way in Cuba. As soon as she got to California, it just went south. I was still in Texas. I was waiting to leave, and she was, you know, continuing her career, continuing her life. And yeah, she's getting put into a environment. Like we all get moved to a different location. We all go to a different school, meet new people. We don't forget about our old people, but it's like you're in a whole new ecosystem. So communication, the time difference, the work for her was different than it was. I was still kind of just hanging out, waiting to PCS. So obviously it didn't work out. We tried to keep in contact for a little bit, but it just didn't work out. It is not worth getting married in A school. People get married in A school for whatever reason, to try to stay together, and it's not even a guarantee. It's not a guarantee because the way they cut orders in A school is not the same as they cut orders in the fleet. Choosing is very, very slim when it comes to picking orders in A school. It's pretty much what the Navy needs you to be at. And you literally just met the person. You literally meet the person for 3 months, less than 3 months, or maybe a little bit more than 3-4 months. And now you are marrying a stranger. No matter how much time you spend together, you don't really know how that person is going to be out of that environment in the military. How they are traveling, how they are, you know, when they're actually working and not in a school house type of environment.
Do you really want to be locked down in a relationship the entire time with somebody you don't even know what they're doing? And I'm not trying to put that much like man, I'm not trying to ruin no relationships, bro, but I really want y'all to think logically, bro. It just doesn't make sense, man.
A school honestly is a very fun time, very, very stressful time, because you know that you need to pass that A school. You know that you need to pass those classes. It's information crammed down you that you have never really heard of or been involved with. So it's very stressful, very fast paced, but at the same time, for some of us, for myself, I didn't go to college, so your A school is almost like your college experience, your college feel. You go to school during the daytime, in the evening or the nighttime, you can go to town, you can hang out with, you know, other service branches, you can hang out with other classes, other classmates, and you can go, you know, like literally when you're done with class, it's your time, and you can go anywhere, do anything you want. And it's like when you are with one person, you look back at it like I do now, you know, I had fun, I enjoyed it, I had my experience of A school. But one, it makes it go by so much quicker. You spend so much money because now you're paying for another person, or you're paying to do other activities with somebody else. And you don't get invited to certain things because the person that you're with doesn't totally get along with another person. And yeah, it's just, when you're in A school, you're in school, then after school, it's so much better to just do you, think about you, and enjoy and have fun in that moment that you can, because obviously there's rules and common sense, but that's literally like your time to enjoy before your career really starts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when you just get out of high school, you don't really know yourself the way you think you know yourself, bro. Like, you gotta begin to go out, meet different people, right? Cross stuff off the bucket list. You gotta be able to do all of that, bro, with no restraints. That way you can have a good relationship. I've seen a girl have on a ring, bro. Next thing you know, we go on deployment, it's gone. You catch her on the mess decks, ring gone. You know what she gonna tell you? Oh, it's just because I'm on deployment. I don't want to mess my ring up. But guess what? It was the rubber ring. How you don't want to mess up a rubber ring, bro? You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Like, except for Sheem, right? Sheem ain't never have no boat booze. I ain't do all that, bro. I'm too busy trying to get this money, man.
Very, very hard to say he hasn't had a boat boo.
I'm be honest with you. I was cutting hair. I'm doing deals on the ship. I got too much stuff to worry about than to be boat booed up under the red lights, right? Now, when I say the red lights, check this out.
On the mess decks, on a small boy, that is where every single person, at the end of the day, everybody goes down there to the mess decks to talk, to study for ESWAS, to study for different PQS qualifications, and like you were saying, you get booed up. And there's really not a lot of other public places. If you see people congregate in other spaces, like fan rooms or kind of just like little crevices and corners throughout the ship. But a lot of times, the mess decks, you can already see things happening. See, it's kind of like high school, you know? Everybody's sitting at the same table or sitting in the same corner. It's just like that on the mess decks.
But it's just a fact of the reality that most people do different things on deployment than they do when they're in port. Right? That's just the rules of the game. I don't suggest dating on the ship because you're gonna have to see that person every single day, bro. I don't suggest it. We cutting hair. We doing whatever we gotta do, man. We getting this money, man. Learn a skill, learn a hobby. Right? And be out there networking, bro. All the girls was homegirls to me. I wasn't trying to date them. I wasn't trying to do all of that. I just was cooling it. We about to enjoy the mess out this port business when we pull in. That's what it's all about, man. Create memories, not drama.
And let's say, where was he at?
Headlights, right? Everybody that's not in the military yet, you're gonna learn that your things don't win it.
Small boy versus carrier. He didn't really get too much on the carrier side of things. Just kind of at the very end on the location, I guess, of where people usually congregate at. But you can imagine if you have a community of thousands of people in comparison to a community of hundreds of people. So the things that he, like he says, experienced, he was on 3 separate deployments. There's also times where every single one of those deployments, he probably did not meet every single person on the ship. One, me being a corpsman, me being in medical, flight quarters, also on all of the safety observing for all of the locations throughout the ship. Pretty much everyone knows the corpsman, and I somewhere along that person's time on board the ship come in contact with them, whether it is for sick call, whether it is for some Dramamine so they don't get sick while they're underway, or safety observer, or just walking past, sitting with them, talking, things like that, or giving CPR training. I'm going to come in contact most likely with everybody on the ship, just being a corpsman. With that being said, you come in contact with everyone on a professional level. Now it's going to be awkward if you do have a significant other, or you are, you know, seeing somebody on the ship, because if things go south, things don't work out, now that person is always going to be there. You're always going to see them, and you know, you might deal with the drama and you might deal with all of that kind of stuff. So if you do have a relationship on the ship, just make sure that it does not intermingle with work. They shouldn't be hanging out in your workspace. You shouldn't be getting caught up X, Y, and Z with this person throughout the ship. Like, keep it totally off of the ship if you guys are together. It's because the drama on the ship is real. It is high school all over again. So, well, this was fun to react to. It was a fun video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, it's good to see somebody else's opinion, somebody else's experience. I do feel like a lot of us, whenever we go through A school, we kind of feel the same, as in now we are able to experience freedom after being locked up, and, you know, by the rules, staying official, not looking to this person, not talking to this person, and then you go to A school, and then it's literally just, it feels like you have freedom to the world. So don't take it too serious when it comes to the relationships side of things, trying to get booed up really quick whenever you're at your command, when you're going into port, things like that. Have fun, enjoy it, make memories. Time will go by so quick. When we were in port, we had 3 to 4 days, and then we were back out at sea for a month to 3 months, 4 months at a time. So when you're in port, enjoy it, have fun, don't take it too serious, and don't take it so serious to where you get caught up on the ship and you get in trouble, because then you lose your rank, you lose your money, and it's just not worth it. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure that you give this video a thumbs up. Check out his channel. It will be linked down in the description box, first link in the description box. Show him some love on his video. Go ahead and watch the full thing if you'd like to. And if you guys like this, let me know. If I find other topics that kind of spark my interest, then I will also do some reactions to it. This is the first time I'm doing a reaction video, but like I said, if you guys liked it, let me know. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.